What is up guys, it's your boy Solam here, back with another Classic 1 video for Season of Discovery. Now today I want to talk about Feral Druid. I just finished leveling mine to level 25, and I want to talk about a leveling build that I really enjoy, and I think is probably one of the best solo builds that you can go for as a Feral. It makes leveling very easy, very interesting, and very fun. It's kind of different than just like going to a mob, meleeing him down, just pressing one button. This one is kind of different, and it allows you to kite things for absolutely forever. And you can even you can pull multiple mobs. What I do with the build is, for example, I pull 3 separate mobs, ideally 3 in the same pack, and then you literally kite them and kill them with damage over times as a Feral. So this build is based on not using Mangle. I know, we finally get Mangle and we choose not to use Mangle for the build. It's absolutely insane. Other than that, you still use Wild Strikes, you still use Savage Roar for the build itself, because you are going to be in cat form, so just use those. Now, you want to use Sunfire, and that is because Sunfire becomes a cat ability as well, which requires Rage rather than mana. You still have the mana one as well. So to show you how that works, when you put your spell on your bar, you go to your runes. In this case it requires mana and it's instant cast, right? So we have that on the bar right here. But when I go to cat form, I have another one right here which costs 40 energy and deals the same amount of damage over time, but also gives you 1 combo point. This one you can't find here, you have to go to balance and it will be in balance. I don't know why that happens, but you have to manually find the different version for Sunfire to not exit cat form, because if you use the old version, the regular rune version, it costs mana and will take you out of your form. Same thing with Bear, by the way, you still have to do the same thing there as well. Put the Sunfire for Bear on your bars if you want to use that one. So with this one, you can just pull mobs and kill them from a range, and as long as you keep using Sunfire, it resets their leash, so you can pull them forever back, and they never have to attack you, and you can just keep kiting forever and they will die eventually. Alternatively, what you can do if you're killing mobs one by one, you can use this, take them down to 50% health, and then use Savage Roar and go into melee. That way you will start the fight with 30% more damage done, and they will already be on 50% health, plus have a massive damage over time on them as well. It's an incredible build that I just wanted to show you, and I'm going to show you the entire build in action as well, just so you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I feel like this is absolutely busted for leveling because you have so much uptime. And the thing is, Mangle is great, but you're going to have to heal yourself after every 2 mobs, because they have increased the damage that mobs in the open world actually does to your character. So by not taking damage, you don't have to heal, and it gives you more uptime. And instead of pulling mobs one by one, you can pull 3 at a time and still take absolutely no damage. So here you can see a clip of how I do this. So here you will see a rough clip of how I do this. You just pull a mob and you can just keep kiting it backwards, just to show you how you can do this on a 1 by 1 mob pull basis. You can pull it back, you can keep kiting it and just let them dot damage it down, or reapply it as well, dealing instant damage when you cast, or take it down to 50% health and then go in and finish the mob off. It is just absolutely great, and you deal quite a lot of DPS as well while doing this. Now, doing it 1 by 1 is not the way to go. You want to do it on at least 2 targets, ideally 3 or even 4. It just depends on how many mobs you can muster to actually juggle back and forth. The only thing you have to keep in mind is you spend 40 energy every single time you cast Sunfire on a mob, and you want to rotate which one you use it on when, just to reset them. You want to reset the leash on the mobs and also make sure they die roughly around the same time, right? So you can just keep the damage on them and just keep running away. So as you can see here, I'm pulling them far back from their original spawn location. They are never hitting me in melee, at least not so far, and even now they actually get a root off though, but they will never stop running after you as long as you keep using Sunfire. And this way, the thing you can do is either run around in circles like I'm doing, or you can actually chain them to your next location. Imagine you're just running back and forth, or even running out of this area. You can kill 3 to 4 mobs while you're running away, giving yourself, in this case, 600 experience from literally just running. That is like almost half a quest. That is half a quest you're doing just from one pull, while running from a quest location to a different quest location, or just using it effectively by running in a circle. Now, what you will see here is that when you pull 2 separate types of mobs that have separate leash, one of them will occasionally reset. So if you're pulling mobs, try to reset their leash intentionally by bringing them together, or pull 3 mobs with total separate leashes, or get 3 mobs with the same leash. Now if you don't know how the leash mechanic works, then don't worry too much, just pull the mobs, and if they reset, they reset. You live and you learn. The build itself though is just fantastic. As you can see, once again, I'm kiting them for eternity, they never hit me, I take 0 damage, they die, I'm killing 3 mobs at a time, and doing this you have effectively no downtime unless you want to have downtime. The damage you take is usually by you messing up, or by you going into melee to damage the mobs down, so the downtime you have here is downtime you choose to have. Otherwise you can just like keep kiting them back and forth, find the new mobs, keep kiting once again, and it's a good farming build. You don't just have to use this for leveling, it's good for farming as well, whether that is grinding for experience, gold farming, or just farming mobs for whatever reason you are farming for, right? I feel like this is like a very good build that not many people are thinking about, because Mangle is Mangle. People see Mangle, people want to have Mangle, it's a very good feral ability, and in raids you probably do want to have Mangle because of wild strikes and also Omen of Clarity, but for farming purposes and leveling purposes, this one just feels very, very good and very satisfying. And if you combine something like this with the feline swiftness that I'm personally using, the mobs, they simply never catch up to you. That is another thing that I should mention. I'm using feline swiftness, the 30% movement speed increase, while I'm in cat form. I feel like that is absolutely massive when you have this spec as well, so feline swiftness over Omen of Clarity, but that is only while leveling. I feel like Omen is very good, but while leveling I do prefer having movement speed, and also for PvP. I play on a PvP server, if I have movement speed plus this, I can kite and run away. I have the option to run away from virtually anyone except shamans, so I feel like that is a massive advantage to have as well. The entirety of this spec is really built around being a cat and just trying to avoid damage while also dealing damage from a ranged without having to exit cat form. Previously, this was kind of a build that people were using in Classic WoW by putting Moonfire on the targets and even Insect Swarm if you can, and then you do cat form to actually run away, but that is very mana intensive, so eventually you will have to drink if you do that, but in this case you can literally use a damage over time with cat form by using energy and then keep running away, so it gives you absolutely endless kiting possibilities. And I also want to say, if you want to solo a rare or even solo an elite, this can be the new way of doing so, especially if the elite has regular movement speed. Previously, Druids are always able to solo any elite around their level, because you can entangling roots, but it takes you like 5 minutes to kill something. So this could be the new way, just by outrunning basically. So you use Sunfire, run away, Sunfire, run away, Sunfire, run away, and do that on repeat, and the mob should die way faster than if you were just entangling and rooting, right? So it's a really interesting build. I really enjoyed this build, and it's really fun to level with, and it provides a different kind of experience than just going in, mangling, and doing that on repeat. I feel like juggling 3 to 4 mobs at a time is slightly more interesting than just going in 1 versus 1 with only mangle. Either way, if you enjoyed the build, let me know in the comments down below and give it a try yourself. If you want to level a feral, I really would recommend leveling a feral. It's really fun. The thing is, you get cat form at level 20, so like you're not really going to be feral until level 20 anyway, but if you can sit through being a boomkin for 20 levels then go feral, I would recommend giving it a try. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video today. Leave a like if you did. Check me out live. I'm probably live right now, most likely. Yeah, I'm streaming every single day on the YouTube channel and on Twitch, so if you haven't stopped by yet, come say hello. We're live every single day, leveling alts, doing the brand new raid. Actually, I'm doing the brand new raid on the feral today, so if you want to see feral inside raids, then stop by. Either way, that's what I have for you. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.